Welcome back on the Good Morning Artesia radio show. We played the Red Raider update because I just now got the Cowboys update. And so I don't know what's going on with the Cowboys, but they're having a good season.
I think they won their last game, didn't they?
They've won 4 games.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're like 4 and 1 or something like. Yeah, I think they're 4 and 1.
I don't know, but they're doing really well. Yeah,
they're doing very well.
Kind of cool.
I am kind of sad because when they're losing, the post-game show is great when the callers call in. But now that they're winning, it's like, they're doing really good here. They're doing really good here. They're doing really good. And it's just one great big Dallas Cowboys love fest,
Did you watch the football game that was on last night? The Ravens and the Colts?
Was there a game last night?
Mm-hmm.
No, I didn't watch
Monday
it.
night football.
Yeah. It was on when I got home.
Mm-hmm.
And Kevin ended up falling asleep, but I ended up getting sucked into the game. It was really good.
It was a good game?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Our soccer team won. Girls won yesterday.
Yes.
So they're having a good season.
Yeah, that's awesome.
We picked up a bunch of college teams for the fall on our stations. So we picked up Texas Tech.
Mm-hmm.
They're terrible this year.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen that?
Mm-hmm.
Football?
Yeah.
Yes.
They're terrible. It's embarrassing.
Well, I'm going to a Tech game in November when they play OSU.
Okay.
So,
And OSU
kind of
is
excited
number 1.
I think they are, yeah.
Yeah,
It'll
so
be an orange.
I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of excited
Yeah.
because I am now an OSU fan.
There you go. You're a cowboy.
I'm a cowboy, and I have a little poke over there at school. I'm on this class of 2025 Facebook page, and
Yeah.
they call their kids pokes. Like, my
Yeah.
poke is here,
Cow
and my
poke.
poke is there.
Yeah. I guess that's what it's
Yeah, I was
short
going
for.
to ask what's the...
I hope
'cause
it's
I know
short for
people
that.
say, like, go pokes, but I don't know why.
I hope it's cowpoke because I.
I'm assuming so. Yeah, cowpokes, I guess. But yeah, they're the Cowboys, but they call themselves the Pokes. So kids are, yeah.
Well, when we put Texas Tech on the radio, they're terrible. We put New Mexico State on the radio, which I figured they'd be bad. They're bad. They're really
trying.
real. No.
No, he says no.
If they were trying, they'd be better than what they are. And then Eastern, and the guy that sold me on Eastern said, we're the winningest football program in New Mexico. And they had to get a score on the last play at the last second of the last game to beat Western New Mexico. They were getting beat by Western New Mexico. And I'm like,
Wow.
Why did I pick these teams? This is terrible.
Yeah.
But they play a game, they call that the Chili Bowl. When Eastern plays Western.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's called the Chili Bowl.
Okay.
Which I learned listening to that mess on Saturday night.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, Tech's not doing good this year. It's so sad.
They have
But
no
they have
defense.
loyal fans.
Oh, I know
Like
they do.
me.
You're a Red Raider.
I'm a Red Raider, yes.
And and that was another thing. When I was in Las Cruces Friday night, I saw a lot of cars driving around with guns. Like a pair of pistols.
Mm-hmm.
And it took me about 5 or 6 cars to realize that that's Aggie up, guns up for the
Guns
Aggies.
up.
But,
Instead of guns up for the Raiders.
well, they may do the same thing, but they have it over there in Las Cruces. And I thought, well, I wonder how many people are triggered by that.
I think it's always been Pistol Pete, and then they had to get rid of Pistol Pete because of the gun, but people
Right.
still
Then it was
do
Lasso Larry.
Oh, I know. That was awful. No, at
Eastern.
New Mexico State.
Or at New Mexico
they still have
State.
Pistol Pete.
They brought him back.
They brought him back
Oh, I was
because
gonna say-
Lasso Larry, everyone was like, no.
Who's that guy? Yeah. No, I know
No.
Pistol Pete at NMSU.
Yeah.
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 Or Pistol Pete.
So that's why
training.
it's the guns.
Yeah.
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 No. Well, like I said, it took me about 4 or 5 cars because I kept seeing it on all these different cars, and I go, what's with the? I mean, I'm okay with it. I'm not saying I had a
Yeah,
problem with it,
sure.
but I thought, and then I figured, oh yeah, that's guns up for the Aggies.
Yeah.
So
There's a story between NMSU and OSU.
Okay.
About Pistol
Really?
Pete because he's Pistol Pete at
They
OSU
both have
too.
Pistol
Is that
Pete.
right?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
one university stole it from the other, or accused the other. There's a story behind that. I will research that and give that to you
Okay.
next Tuesday. So
well, and then I
Stay
saw.
tuned.
Stay tuned. And then I saw a video. I mentioned this morning. Ohio State marching band. And somebody recorded their halftime performance from the October 5th game. And this is a big marching band playing the music of Rush. So they marched to the music of Rush.
Rush the band.
The band.
Mm-hmm. That's one of your favorites.
It's one of my favorites, which is probably why Google said, hey, you might like this.
Yes.
And it was interesting because their band formations, at one point they had a guitar player, and the guitar player was doing a dance.
Oh, cool.
With them in their movements on the field. It was pretty
I saw
awesome.
another university do that with Michael Jackson.
Okay.
They were like, the whole band was like moonwalking. I mean,
Yeah.
It looked like a guy moonwalking.
it looked like a guy moonwalking on the
That's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. The thing that really I'm scratching my head trying to figure out was after they did that, then they all kind of went into a box, and then they came out in a line and did a cursive writing of the word Ohio with the band members. And so they're making circles, and they're crossing each other in 2 or 3 different places, and nobody ran into anybody. Nobody got knocked down. Nobody's instrument got knocked out of their way. And they spelled the word Ohio. And then did the fight song and finished their routine.
Have you ever watched Texas A&M's band?
Are they pretty good?
They're incredible.
I've heard they're amazing.
And they do the same thing. It's like, how are we not having a 50-car pile up here?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're so tight. I mean, they're right on top of each other, but they're really, really incredible.
Yeah. No, they're fun to watch. I think the one that the Ohio State did the last song they did when they finished their routine and they all got into position, it was like, I don't know if one of Rush's biggest albums was called Moving Pictures. Mm-hmm. And it's guys moving some paintings in front of a building that has like 3 archways. And so when they finished their formation, it was the 3 archways.
Oh, wow.
From the album cover Moving
so
Pictures.
cool.
And of course, only a Rush fan would probably
pick up on that.
recognize that. I know what that is.
Is Rush from Ohio or what?
No, they're from Canada. They're from Toronto.
Oh, that's right. I knew that. I knew they were Canadians.
Canadians, but
Yeah.
So speaking of marching band, tonight.
Tonight, that's right.
And that's always
just
so much fun
heard
to go
that.
to.
Yeah.
I was listening on the radio earlier, and I have been to that before, and it is so much fun to watch the bands do their thing.
I kind of want to go.
They're super
Dang, it's only
talented.
Too windy.
well, the advisory ends at 6,
Okay.
and the first band is at 6:05. So and it's in the bowl,
Yeah.
so you'll
it should
probably be
fine.
okay. And it doesn't cost anything to get in. And then the boosters have the concession stand, and you can buy hamburgers and hot dogs and stuff like
Oh,
that.
like food.
Food. Mhm.
Awesome. Dinner.
I just
That's
might
right.
do that.
Right?
So, but and I think the Bulldog Band is at 6:45. And then they finish the night with the Eastern Greyhound Sound.
Man, we have soccer, but maybe we could go after soccer.
There you go.
Yeah, that's fun.
Well, it'll be on your phone.
True.
So that's another way you can't eat the food then because you won't
Sure.
be there. But that's tonight. That's tonight. So
Marching bands.
Very
so
cool.
go watch
I love
that.
watching marching band. You know, last year when they finally got to have a football game, my stepdaughter wanted to go with her friends, and so we'd start driving over there, and they had the gate open by Sonic right there. So so we just went straight across Main Street and pulled into the parking lot right there, and it was. You could hear the band was kind of warming up and starting, the drum line, whatever. And I just rolled all the windows down in the car, and we both got the chills, and we're like, yes, football's back. It was so cool. Like when you hear that band go, it just gets you so excited and pumped up. It's fun.
Well, and I was at the Mayfield Goddard game Friday night, and Mayfield had a pretty big band with a lot of different set pieces, and they were doing pretty good routine too. So there are some bands around that are still doing some
Cool stuff.
pretty elaborate stuff. And
Yeah.
tonight,
They'll grow. Yeah, tonight, go watch the band.
6 o'clock, the marching
And
competition.
we're coordinating with the band, the high school band,
Yes,
for
we are.
Balloons and Tunes.
Okay.
So that's Saturday night, the 6th. Is that the date? November
6th, Saturday.
That's a Saturday.
Okay,
6th.
just stay tuned. We're still working out some details, but it's
Okay.
going to be fun. And we're trying to coordinate around football. Football, no football? We don't know.
That's right.
So
It's the first week of playoffs.
we have to have
Correct.
plan A and plan B.
Mm-hmm.
So, but we're going to be doing some fun stuff with the band
Okay.
and the balloons and all that. So
I guess the last 2 days of the Albuquerque Balloon Fiesta, they didn't get to go up.
too much wind.
Correct.
Too much wind, but maybe some of those balloonists have said we're going to go to Artesia. Have
I
you
think
picked
a
up
few.
some?
Yeah, we always do pick up some of those guys. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully we're going to work on it some more this week and try to do a little more recruiting. So
Okay.
most of our usuals are back. We have a few new pilots.
Yep, we have
or
three.
new to us pilots.
Mm-hmm.
3 new people.
So
Okay.
we're kind of
Yep. I watched it last week. I'd throw it on every morning when I'd wake up. So it's my favorite thing in the whole wide world to watch Fiesta. And I was looking for some of our pilots that come. Of course, there's so much color and mass chaos and so many balloons going up that you're like, wait, that one looks familiar.
they all start to look familiar.
They all start to look familiar, yeah.
All the colors.
But one of the things I think would be super cool, I don't know who to talk to and how to get it to work out, but they now have, I watched this on, can't remember if it was Saturday or Sunday morning, remote control balloons.
What?
They're little baby toy balloons.
Oh, okay.
Still really big, but not like couldn't
Life-size.
carry a passenger big. And it's an RC. And there's still, you still have to have a pilot's license to do it. You still have to everything. They debuted them this year at Fiesta.
Is it a drone with a balloon envelope on it, or is it an actual
It's an actual
with
hot
air
Yep.
balloon in it?
There's a burner. You inflate it with the fans and everything. It's obviously not as big. I can't remember the sizing. I was kind of cleaning house and kind of halfway paying attention at the same time. But I was like, we need those guys to come to Artesia.
Yeah.
That'd be so much fun.
That would be neat.
Remote control, but they stay on the ground the whole time. The pilot does, and then it just goes up and they do their thing. And
Yeah.
Kinda crazy.
That's why I was wondering if it was a modified drone or if it's an actual.
Yeah.
I'm sure,
But I'm
they
sure
can
that's some of that
attach
same technology.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like, when I went to see the model railroads, I mean, that's all Bluetooth, and the guy's got 2 tablets sitting there, and that's how he's controlling all the trains and everything.
Yeah.
And making the horn, the bell ring and the horn go off, and the sounds of the train and everything, and a couple of phones sitting over there. And I did overhear a little bit of a conversation. Apparently, they don't work as well on Android as they do on iPhones.
Of course.
And I didn't say anything. I just kind of smiled, and I said, "Well, I could have told you that, but I didn't. I kept my mouth shut because I know I irritate people with
Your Apple obsession.
my fanboy stuff with
Well,
Apple.
if you want to get involved at all in the balloon rally,
Yeah.
give us a call. There are different ways to participate
Okay.
as a sponsor,
As
potentially
family.
as crew, as family, as a company. So give us a call
Okay.
if you have any interest in participating. It's a lot of fun.
It
It's
is a lot of
great
fun.
So that's November 6th, and
5, 6, and 7.
Right, that whole weekend.
5, 6, and 7. So that's right. And weather permitting, they'll launch. But if you purchase a sponsorship, you can be part of a balloon crew, and might even have the chance to fly in the balloon.
Could be. Yeah.
If the pilot looks at you and goes, "Okay, you can."
You can get in.
Yeah.
We like you enough.
That's right. Well, that's a lot of it.
It is.
Yeah.
You gotta be nice. And you gotta work hard.
And you got to be safe. And you got to work, yeah.
That's
You gotta
right.
Work.
That's right. Get on the chase crew. Go
Gotta be
driving through
worthy.
people's
Yeah.
fields and doing all that. So call the
Yeah,
chamber.
It's fun.
Call the chamber.
And say, I want to sponsor a balloon.
Yep.
Yes.
I want to bring something else up real quick.
Sure.
Just to clear up confusion, we've been asked a lot. We have elections first Tuesday of November. Is that the 5th? I can't remember the date. Second,
second.
5th, second.
November 2nd.
November 2nd.
And you can go check out your ballot, but what you will be voting on is school board, right?
In Artesia.
In Artesia.
Right.
And yes, the Artesia School Board. And not every seat is up. So there are 3 races, 3 districts
Right.
of your school board. So you can go look at your ballot now if you want and see what's on that ballot. But also the hospital mill levy and the school mill levy will both be on there.
Right.
Which, just as a reminder, and we've talked about it, or we haven't on this particular segment, but people have been talking a lot about how it is not an increase in your taxes. It's just what it has always been to support growth. And So
Yeah.
I think that's really important. It is too late to register to vote now for that.
Okay.
But you can register to vote at the chamber.
Can you hold that thought? Mm-hmm. And we'll chat
back?
for a little bit on the
Okay.
other side. Okay.
Yes.
All right. We're going to talk about the upcoming general election. This is KSVP Artesia. It's 9 o'clock.
News this hour.